Hey you guys, it has been a super long time since I have created anything or made a video. So I've been super busy with work and just life in general. But Anna Zuniga, who is also Anna Zuniga here on YouTube, she wanted to do a snippet roll exchange. So I'm so glad that she asked me to do this with her because it inspired me to get crafty again. It's been probably a year since I've created anything. So I wanted to share with you the snippet roll that I made for her. Now, I've only made one snippet roll previously in the past, and this one is not really, this is, I made a hanging instead of a roll because a lot of the elements that I put on here, I made them so that she can remove them. And so it didn't roll very well without, kind of bending some of the things. So I created a little hanging here, and I'll just go over that with you. This is created with several different layers of vintage lace from my stash. And so a lot of these I picked up mostly from estate sales, and also there is a flea market in Nashville that is held once a month, and I like to go there. They have several booths that offer a lot of vintage items, so I pick up, laces and stuff from there when I go. But here's the back. I layered it first with a layer of quilt batting in the middle, and on the back I used this piece of vintage lace fabric that I just put throughout the whole piece. And on the front there are lots and lots of different snippets, pieces of just several different vintage laces throughout. So I'll just start at the top. This is some antique buttons that were gifted to me from my friend Suzette that were her mother's. And this little piece of vintage lace here, I just cut a little section of it. I thought that was super cute. And then I made this little snippet piece, which is also made from batting, and a few different Tim Holtz pieces here. And I have used a safety pin here to put it, on here so that she can take this off and use it in a project later if she wants. This little brooch here actually is sewed on, but it can be clipped off easily if she wants. This too is safety pinned on there. We have this piece of vintage lace here and this one over here that I have sewn on. And then I have an applique from a wedding gown here. And then a couple charms. This is a Prima chipboard piece from one of the collections. And then I purchased these stamped pieces from Etsy, oh gosh, probably a good couple years ago, and so I found that in my stash. I thought it was really pretty, and I added a little brooch here. Again, this is not, it's not sewn on, so all these pieces can be taken off and used in projects. This is a little tag that I have altered. This is actually a clay mold that I made several different little clay pieces out of paper clay. That's my new fun hobby that I've been trying to make some embellishments out of clay pieces with molds. So I have several different molds to use for that. So I just altered this little tag here for that. Some old little millinery flowers there. Another vintage button. And this is another snippet piece that I made, which has a Tim Holtz, one of those, I don't know what these pins are called, but it says Memoirs there. It comes with a ticket, some vintage buttons, and a stamp here on the back. This is an old piece off of This came in a bag of sewing notions that I bought at an estate sale. This can be removed as well. And here is another one of those little tags that I altered with a piece of fabric, an old button, a Tim Holtz little photograph thing there, and a charm. And at the bottom, another piece of lace, which I attached a charm here. This is just one of those little kilt pins, I believe they're called, with a Tim Holtz ticket. Another piece of vintage lace with button. And these are those Tim Holtz Chit Chat verbiages that I just chopped up and sewn those on there. And then I have, the very end, another brooch here. So, again, all these, you know, I kind of made them so that she can remove them and use them in projects if she wants. Or you can hang it here and just display the whole thing hanging. I guess I'll fold it up to mail. And then, you know, if she wants to roll it up, she can. But I thought that it would be better displayed as a hanging instead. But so thank you, Anna, for inspiring me to get crafty again and to create this piece. It was so much fun, and I might make a few more. But all right, thanks for watching.